In this video, I use the inverter power tester and a meter to check the circuits that are often found to cause the problem, as displaying on the screen. This is a 4-wire star coil compressor. My tester is connected, and will show power transmitted between the IPM and the compressor. Here are the terminals, ground to center point, and the rest to UVW. I use an analog meter as the method is proven effective. Let's set it up and take a look at the simple. These lights indicate the EEV's Darlington drivers are working. This means the EEV is driven opening and closing. I designed this COM data loader to emulate the indoor heads data circuit. The signal is on the crow here. The data generator can be turned off. Let's turn it back on. Each green pulse here equates one brush of healthy COM signal. The meter is set to DC volt scale. Listen for the compressor and watch the power tester when the circuit is active. I just started the timer. The light turned off, so that's easier to see. Communication data's pulses. COM signal remains on the DSO. Timer reads 25 seconds approximately, and the compressor suddenly shuts down on its own. Main rectified DC power being discharged from the IGBT of V high and W low through the compressor's center point. With just one test, I proved this IPM, the compressor. The driving signals came from the CPU, and all connections are okay. These high-tension DC filter capacitors and the PFC circuit, including this bridge rectifier, and AC main line in. The EMI filtering circuits are also okay, which leaves it to the last cause, a defective fan motor, or electronic control circuitry, or potentially both. I invented this DC fan circuit tester over a decade ago. This LED shows high voltages up to 450 volt DC. There are 4 other indicators: low DC power, speed control, and 2 Hall signals. Let's see how it works. The compressor is active. Let's check DC value of the high voltage. (390 to 395 volts DC). Past 47 seconds was only 25 seconds in the last test earlier. COM signal is good, which means the CPU is functioning. The inductive EMF in the meter wires touched the phone screen and changed watch to time lapse. 1 minute 36 seconds. More than 2 minutes now. Cycle often ends in 3 minutes with this fan circuit tester is used in pump down mode. High voltage measured 393 volts. About 3 minutes as expected. 393 volts DC still holding. Because this fault has been clarified, the CPU is now functioning correctly, and not sending commands to discharge the residue high voltage via the compressor, as previously seen. Give me a moment. I'll stop the video. Discharge of remaining hazardous high voltage. Then get ready for another test. I invented this DC motor tester kit more than a decade ago. It works on all brands and models. Manually turning the rotor provides enough energy for this test kit to function on its own. Look at the lights. An AC supply is needed if the active test requires running a motor for more than 5 minutes. Slowly turning the rotor to test each Hall signal, showing both in and out correctly. And now is VSP, the speed control variation. Slowly, then ramping up to full speed. Holding the shaft creates friction for testing the bearings and motor mechanism. The initial checks are alright. It to full power and leave it on the motor continuously for at least 5 minutes. Disconnecting power. Manual test one last time. Air conditioning job is tough, so are my testers. I've been tossing them, bumpy in my tool bags for years, and they're still functioning. This one is the faulty motor, has longer cord. This is the second-hand motor, has shorter cord, which is extended later, by soldering the longer cord that cut off from the faulty motor. Let's run another test, this time to prove the replacement motor is correctly working with the circuit. These are the modified sensors, which are made to allow this PCB running on pump-down mode. 1 minute's passed. The motor's going smoothly. I hope to have time for the other videos, regarding the COM signal tester, modifying pump-down sensors, EEV tester, and the inverter power tester. Look at this. It has been a stable 393 volt DC. The compressor is speeding up. Intensify. It's 3 minutes now. The needle flickered just before the compressor cuts out. That's all everybody. Have fun.